21, Colson Hevell. Batting 8th, the second baseman, number 7, Matt Palmer. Batting 9th, the catcher, number 18, Kenji Yoshi. And pitching, number 19, Ryan Warm. The support staff for Swarthmore are Dan Guskowski, Brian Booth, Josh Throckmorton, Mike Haldren, and Andrew Ellis. And the head coach for Swarthmore is Matt Midkiff. And now Baldwin Wallace, representing the Ohio Athletic Conference and entering the game with a record of 31-12. Number 3, Nick Patron. Number 7, Reese Albright. Number 12, Jack Raines. Number 14, Michael Ebert. Number 19, Spencer Ackerman. Number 20, Brandon Dim. Number 22, Andy Blah. Number 23, Dan Cody. Number 26, Luke Ranzetti. Number 28, Asa Adams. Number 31, Phil Wells. Number 33, Lane Nyman. Number 36, Jeremy McClure. Number 37, Nick Smith. And number 40, Spencer Burr. And now your starting lineup for the Baldwin Wallace. Batting first, the center fielder, number 9, Chase Canoodle. Batting second, the left fielder, number 4, Dudley Taw. Batting third, the right fielder, number 5, Alex Merkham. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 6, Spencer Badea. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 11, Alex Ludwig. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 25, Jacob Bonner. Batting seventh. Now batting the left fielder, number 3, Charles.
Portland beat 16-1.
Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Cole Beecher. Now batting the designated hitter, number 33, Jackson Roberts.
Stay with them now.
Work hard, get left, kid.
Now coming to the bat, the third baseman, number 2, Connor Elliott.
Back
for Swarthmore in the top of the first. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. The NCAA thanks our corporate champions, AT&T, Capital One, and Coca-Cola, and our corporate partners, Buffalo Wild Wings, Buick, Degree, Enterprise, Rent-A-Car, Google, Cloud, Indeed, Infinity, Intel, Lowe's, Marriott, Nabisco, Northwestern Mutual, Pizza Hut, Reese's, and Wendy's. Their support enhances NCAA championships and the educational and athletic experience of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes.
Son's not my friend at this age.
Lasted a half inning. Half inning.
I don't know how those guys do it. They only got chickens either.
How's your night?
Leading off
Play.
for the Yellow Jackets, the center fielder, number 9.
That's the beauty of the kid. I get to see him play every night. I had it on during the meeting. Back to his old stuff at an open floor. They just ran themselves out of that anymore.
Yep. Good job.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 4, Dudley Hall.
They had a Wi-Fi yet, Brian?
They do, yeah, and I have Wi-Fi if you want.
I got Wi-Fi. You have to have a crew?
For mine? I see the Cortland one. I don't know if you can get on that one. If not, you can jump on this one.
Oh, you got your own?
Yeah, it's right here. You want the password? It's so it's Verizon MiFi 7730. It's that one. And the passcode is 0.
Yeah.
Lowercase b 506. Lowercase a 7. Lowercase d 0b506 a7d.
Another man. See Baldwin Wallace's numbers. Offensive numbers.
Yeah. There's got to be. It looks like the start is the number 1.
That's your number 1.
Yeah.
This is the other guy's number 2, right?
Now batting, the right fielder, number 5, Alex Markham.
Good start.
Very well could.
Yeah.
This is so much better than Howard.
You know,
Not even close. Not even close.
You're complaining about getting shipped out of region every year, but...
Well, last year we came out and played over the junior college. It was beautiful. It was terrific. I didn't like that. But even last year, it's like, this is better than Howard. Well, I mean, we played a lot of years in Howard, so I just don't like it.
so what I like about, so we were here, it's our third year here, and then we were up at Newark that one year. Nice facility, not like this. But what I like about here is you get away from the
Oh yeah, I don't.
you know, the whole who's who and all that, and especially the Boston crowd.
I want to get away from Boston.
You have different umpires. You have they run it really well here.
Yeah.
Between Ithaca and Portland, they've been running it for 20 years. And you usually get a nice mix of teams.
Yeah.
From the Mid-Atlantic, New York, New Jersey, and
I enjoy it. Other than the ride, it's all right.
Now batting the second baseman, number 6, Spencer Badia. Now batting the shortstop, number 11, Alex Ludwig.
Bobby Wojcik's still working at Wesley.
hasn't changed. His son, his nephew, Chris, does an excellent job.
Yeah, he's different.
And he's a good guy. I like Chris a lot. But to Bob's credit, he's made him really, really good.
Well, he's aggressive, and he's probably changed the mindset a little bit.
Yeah, there's a very different culture
Yeah.
in terms of discipline.
I've known him. We were kind of friends for long because of Hallowadi, and then as the years went by, I went to Bill. I said, Bill, I know Bob is starting to rub wrong on me. And because we would backstab Bill constantly. That ain't right. And it got really bad at the end.
How's Coach?
He never got rid of him.
No.
And he probably caused his downfall.
It's funny you say that because I've gone to Woody a couple times and said, Woody, I'm talking to Bob and he's talking bad about you.
Oh no, that's just his nature.
I said, Woody, your assistant coach at the field is talking bad about you.
No, because he's got an ego. He's bigger than I've ever seen.
How's Coach Hallowadi's health?
Pretty good right now, man. We talk. Yeah, Joe, you see how he's got do that blood work all the time to control that myeloma that he's got. But he's also a guy that he doesn't see the bad guy.
Now batting the first baseman, number 25, David Bonner.
I always have to ask Jan about it. What's real? She'll tell me, you know, it's a type of cancer that could hang on. You know what I mean? Or it could hang on for years where they get some kind of a cure or something where it's just a chronic disease. But they haven't got that point yet. His biggest problem is what he eats, his weight. That's another big thing. Always got something wrong. He follows Division III. He could tell you what you guys do almost every day. Yeah. He knows the scope of New Jersey because his kid coaches in Montclair.
Yeah.
He knows the New England gig.
He's about right.
I get to know Jason pretty well from what I was doing in Europe. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he likes Bill.
Well, and I guess
boys,
it's different because of the way he lines up.
The boys are cut out of the mother.
So it's kind of like when he lifts.
Jason's got a little, yeah, but Jason's got a little Bill in him. But they're like the mothers are sweet. You know, Bill's in Crafts, New York. Jason, yeah, Jared's more like Bill.
Yeah,
Jason's a mother.
Okay, so he'd be
that first match, the coach is lucky.
I bet the kid him like
The coach is lucky.
For Baldwin Wallace in the bottom of the first, 1 run, 2 hits,
We're walking away.
no errors, and 2 men out. In one complete inning of play, it's Baldwin Wallace 1, Swarthmore 0.
we won't get in any fights because of you. I got an assistant in his day would be fine. He's 4 years old now. He wouldn't be able to handle it.
I don't know how many of our guys could come running out of the dugout though.
We don't have to. Yeah, I looked at some of these kids in the lobby.
Test 1, 2.
I don't know the same age kid.
Leading off the top of the second, the center fielder, number 5, Jared Dillon.
3 or 4 years ago. Test 1, 2. A lot smaller. Our tournament didn't have a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a headset.
Now batting the shortstop, number 21, Colson Abel.
First two
We were getting audio from the cameras.
We're getting, yeah, that's what they're picking up. They're picking up his.
Coming to bat, the second baseman, number 7, Matt Palmer.
There's a slight delay.
Now batting the catcher, number 18, Kenji Yoshi.
At Falcon Park in Auburn, New York, this is the Division III NCAA baseball tournament. The first game between the Baldwin-Wallace Yellow Jackets and the Swarthmore Garnet. We apologize for the technical difficulties right off the top, but here we are in the second inning. Swarthmore at the dish, looking to tie this one up after Baldwin-Wallace put up a run in the bottom half of the first. I'm Drew Carter, glad you're along for this one. The first of 4 games on the docket today here at Falcon Park in the New York Regional in the D3 tournament. Runners on first and second for Swarthmore. At the plate is Kenji Yoshi, the catcher and the number 9 hitter. Ring him up, strike 3. Evan Lovick, the lefty pitcher for the Yellow Jackets, rings up Yoshi. A big-time punch-out for the second out of the frame.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1.
Lovick's second strikeout of the day. A second clutch one, too, back in the first inning. He ended the inning with runners on second and third, escaped unscathed. A swinging strikeout against Connor Elliott, the 5-hole hitter. Back to the top now for Swarthmore and A.J. Liu, 1 of 1 on the day. Another strike for Lovick. Pitching for the number 4 Baldwin-Wallace Yellow Jackets against the number 5 Swarthmore Garnet. Those are the seeds here in this regional. Frozen rope back up the middle. Might have stung the pitcher. Around third comes Colson Hebel, hit by a pitch earlier in the frame. Play at the plate. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Tag applied by the catcher, Trent Kaltenbach. And you talk about a money throw from center field and a beautiful play at the plate. Baldwin-Wallace keeps Swarthmore off the scoreboard. It's still a 1-0 game in favor of the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, my headphones are working, so I have to.
Swarthmore, top of the second. They had no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Did you know that Division III is the largest division within the NCAA? With over 180,000 student athletes participating in 450 institutions, Division III makes up 40% of the NCAA membership schools. Learn more about Division III at ncaa.org/Division III.
Really took it in me.
Oh yeah, I mean we probably could have gotten it started right after we got it. Yeah. That's why I wanted to make sure we were all.
What I learned a lot this year is last year. It's hard to talk about it.
Good job, man. We got audio off the room too.
Now pitching, number 31, Philip Wells.
Yeah, that's fun. That's so good.
Awesome. Thank you. Little gamesmanship there.
So this guy, this is the lineup replacement. He's not even going to hit once. We'll go right back to the
Back at Falcon Park in Auburn, New York, to the bottom of the second we go with Baldwin Wallace already on top 1-0 over Swarthmore. Up first at the dish for the Yellow Jackets, Phil Wells, the designated hitter. Against the lefty pitcher for the Garnet, Ryan Warm. Second pitch, a line drive out to left center field, tracked down by the center fielder Jared Gillen for the first out of the inning. So far, Swarthmore has threatened in both innings. They've got 4 hits already through 2. In that top of the second, the inning ended on a frozen rope from the center fielder Chase Canodal, and the tag applied by the catcher Trent Kaltenbach. Gunning down Colson Hebel, trying to round third and score and tie it up for Swarthmore. One down in the bottom of the second for Baldwin Wallace for Trent Kaltenbach, the catcher who just applied that tag. At the dish now against Warm. Hard ground ball goes foul, evens the count at 1-1. Baldwin Wallace, the champs of the Ohio Athletic Conference, ran through that conference tournament with an offensive explosion. Ball 2 comes from Warm. Baldwin Wallace played 3 games in that conference tournament. They put up a combined 56 runs, 19, 22, and then 15. High pop fly out to right field off the bat of Kaltenbach. Underneath it, A.J. Liu makes the call and the catch for the second out of the inning. Good contact by Wells and Kaltenbach. But 2 up, 2 down for Ryan Warm. That brings up the 9-hole hitter for BW, Kyle Pennington, the third baseman. First pitch clips the outside edge, 0-1. Pennington on the season batting .250, making his 29th appearance. Fastball low, 1-1. Ryan Warm on the other side, the lefty pitcher, a .375 ERA this season, a 4-0 record in 9 starts, plus 1 appearance out of the bullpen. Slow roller to short. Colson Hebel makes the play. High throw to first, gets away from Cole Beaker. And Pennington is safe. So the inning stays alive here for Baldwin Wallace, and they go back to the top of the lineup for Chase Canodal. You can rule that an E6 in your scorebooks against Colson Hebel. Now here's Canodal as Ryan Warm will pitch from the stretch. Canodal flew out to left field in his first trip to the dish. Kyle Pennington standing over there at first base. Stole a couple of bags in the regular season. First pitch jumped on, high pop fly over to second base. Matt Palmer underneath, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So Baldwin Wallace puts a runner aboard, and Kyle Pennington reached via the error on the shortstop, but nothing doing in the frame for BW. We go to the top of the third, still a 1-0 game.
Man, where
business. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
For Baldwin Wallace in the bottom of the second, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base.
So I told Adam, we're going to do that.
Right.
Can't do it smoothly.
Yeah.
And I said, you telling me you can't?
Leading off the top of the third, the left fielder, number 3, Charles Levitt.
Two, 3, and 4 due up for Swarthmore in the top of the third. Down 1-0 against Baldwin Wallace here in the first game of the New York Regional. First pitch, a foul tip, right back to the catcher. 0-1 the count to Charles Levitt, left fielder who was hit by a pitch back in the top of the first. Levitt, a .320 hitter on the season, batting in the 2-hole for the Garnet. Fouls off the second pitch as well. Quick 0-2 hole. Evan Lovick still on the hill for BW, has worked his way out of trouble a couple of times already in the first 2 innings. Both times he stranded 2 runners. From the line, the 0-2. Popped out to center field. Chase Knodel underneath, and he makes the catch.
Batting the first baseman, number 23.
That brings up Cole Beaker, the lefty hitting first baseman for Swarthmore. Again, this is the 4-5 matchup. The Yellow Jackets the higher seed, the Garnet the 5. Inside with a looping breaking ball. 1-0 the count. Beaker gets a hold of that one and clobbers it out to deep right field. Will it stay fair? Yes, sir. A home run for Cole Beaker, and we're tied at 1 in the top of the third. A solo shot for Swarthmore. And finally, the Garnet gets on the scoreboard after a couple of threatening innings. Hit number 5 for their team, and Beaker, a .349 hitter on the season. That's dinger number 7.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 33, Jackson Roberts.
Jackson Roberts looks to keep the train moving for Swarthmore. Swings and misses through the first pitch. Evan Lovick, a guy who will pitch to contact, and that time a little bit too heavy off the bat of Beaker. It almost tailed foul as it headed toward right field. That was a shot. Probably could have left the park if it went anywhere. Help that it hugged the line. 0-2 the count to Roberts, though. Ground ball through the hole in the left side of the infield. So Lovick is getting strikes. Copious amounts of them. 0-2 counts to Levitt and Roberts. But each time they made contact. Levitt flew out to center field. Beaker with the dinger from that 3-hole, and then Roberts the single from the cleanup spot. So just like that, this is a whole new ball game. 6 hits already for the Garnet, with 1 down in the top of the third. On the Yellow Jackets side, 2 hits, and they've got that 1 run. Came back in the first inning. Roberts takes his lead. From the stretch, it's Lovick pitching to Connor Elliott. Elliott, the third baseman for Swarthmore. Batting .331 this season, he started 41 games. Lovick just barely missed. Count pushes to 1-1. 1 down, top of the third, score tied at 1. Swarthmore, the 5 seed, looking to pull off the upset here in the first game. This double elimination format. Catcher Kaltenbach keeps an eye on the runner. Roberts over at first base. On the outside, breaking ball from Lovick. The 2-1 pitch to Elliott. Hard ground ball right up the gut, past the diving Spencer Badia, and into center field for another single. Back-to-back base knocks, 3 straight hits, and the solo dinger from Beeker got it all started.
Now batting with the center fielder, number 5, Jared Gillen.
This is a Swarthmore team that comes into this one red hot. A 10-game win streak. Their last loss was all the way back in mid-April. Something's got to give today. Both these teams riding big-time winning streaks. 7 straight for BW, and again 10 straight for Swarthmore. We've got runners at first and second for Jared Gillen. Elliott at first, Roberts at second. Gillen at the dish against Evan Lovick. Lovick steps off the mound to keep those runners honest. And the last start for Lovick a week ago today against the 25th team in the country, Marietta, a 19-5 win for BW as we get another timeout on the field. He went 5 innings. He did give up 7 hits, but only allowed 3 runs. And another jam here in the 3rd inning. First pitch to Gillen, taken low for ball 1. Gillen, an everyday player this season for Swarthmore, started all 42 games. 33-9 the record for the Garnet. As we get a mound visit from Trent Kaltenbach, looking to calm down his pitcher Lovick. Lovick, the senior out of Ohio, 6 feet even, 205 pounds. ERA this season just a shade above 3. And now a congregation at the hill. Brian Harrison, the head man for BW, retreats to the dugout. Lovick stays out there. 1-0 the count to Jared Gillen, the center fielder for Swarthmore. 0 for 1 on the day so far. Runners at first and second, tied up at 1 run apiece. Ball gets away from Kaltenbach, and both runners move up. So 2 men in scoring position now for the Garnet as they look to keep this rally moving and take a lead. Be a wild pitch charged to Lovick. His first offering after the mound visit. From the line, the 2-0. Looped out to shallow right field. Alex Markham is there for BW. Runner tags from third base, but Roberts thinks better of it as he stays there. So a big second out induced by Evan Lovick, a guy who's worked his way out of trouble a couple times already. Back in the first inning, an infield single to A.J. Liu, then hit by a pitch was Charles Levitt. He stranded both those runners, left a couple of men on base, did the same thing in the second inning. Here in the third, allowed the solo shot to Cole Beeker, but still 2 men on second and third. Here's Colson Hebel, takes ball 1 from Lovitt. Hebel with a golden opportunity here. A 2-0 count, 2 down. Breaking ball drops into the zone, 2-1. Hebel on the season for Swarthmore, a .231 hitter. Lowest batting average in the starting lineup today. The 2-1 missed low in the dirt. A nice job by Kaltenbach to stay in front of that one. The pitch just like that got away from him earlier in this inning. Well, that allowed the runners to move to second and third respectively. Roberts at third base, Elliott at second. Lovick's 3-1 pitch. Missed low with another breaking ball that loads the bases, still 2 down. And that brings up Matt Palmer.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7.
So Hebel walks for the second time in as many plate appearances. Now Alex Ludwig to the mound to talk things over with his pitcher. Alex Ludwig is just a freshman playing shortstop. He just had a conversation with the senior pitcher. Bases full for Matt Palmer. Swing and a miss through the changeup on the first pitch. The 0-1. Missed up high, barely out of the strike zone. Count levels 1-1. Roberts at third base for Swarthmore, Elliott at second, and Hebel at first. Tied up at 1 run apiece. Lovick stranded 2 runners in the first and the second. This time the breaking ball low, 2-1. Missed low and away with a fastball, so he's 1 pitch away from walking home a run. He's issued 2 walks today through these 3 innings. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Missed low with a fastball, and Swarthmore takes the lead on the RBI walk by Matt Palmer.
Coming to bat, the catcher, number 18, Kenji Yoshi.
That's back-to-back free passes. And Kenji Yoshi a chance to keep the line moving. Number 9 hitter for the Garnet. Lovick moves quickly. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Behind the plate today is Martin Rahl. First base, Greg Hewitt. Third base, Justin Sims. Second base, Mike Lum. Our umpires for game 1. 1-0 pitch fouled off to the right side. Got to be a good sign for Lovick just to hear the bat on the ball. Lovick's 1-1 to Kenji Yoshi. Paints the outer edge, 1-2. Yoshi a .270 batter in the regular season. Bases juiced, 1-2 the count, 2 down in the top of the third. The 2-2. Breaking ball fought off again by Yoshi. Yoshi 0 for 1 so far today. Struck out looking in the second. Chopper towards short. Ludwig on it for BW. The flip to second base. And Lovick escapes the inning, allowing just a couple of runs. Strands the bases full, but does give up that solo home run to Cole Beaker and the RBI walk to Matt Palmer. 2 on the score. Swarthmore on top of BW. We go to the bottom of the third.
How many people are watching the stream? How many people are watching?
Does it show you? I'm not even on YouTube, so I don't know. The bottom banner, yes, it's coming tomorrow. So we're going to change it around a bit. That's the fun of it. No, I get you.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Auburn Wallace, the center fielder, number 9, Chase Canoodle.
Bottom of the third inning at Falcon Park. Swarthmore on top 2-1 after a couple of runs in the top of the third. Baldwin Wallace back to the plate with Dudley Taw batting first. Taw the ground ball through the hole between second and short, and Taw's aboard quickly.
My apologies, that was the left fielder.
The 0-2 on the way to Alex Markham. Missed outside, maybe a bit of a pitch out there from Ryan Warren. Kenji Yoshi behind the plate for